caught on camera physically attacking a black teenager and falsely accusing him of stealing her cell phone has been arrested in California. It happened last night.
So at least she was arrested, okay, for falsely accusing and attacking. At least that's presented correctly. So, okay.
You might remember this video. Miya Ponsetto approached 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. at a New York City hotel last month, accusing him of stealing her phone. His father, jazz musician Keon Harold, recorded the encounter and accused Ponsetto of racial profiling.
Now, the good thing about this situation is that this boy's father had the wherewithal and the foresight to get out a phone and to record the incident. Because if he hadn't recorded this incident, all of this could have went out or turned out an entirely different way. So big up to his father. Big up to dad. Because he basically, he prevented a whole bunch of danger for himself and for his son. Yeah, let's go back.
You see two black people? No, I'm not letting you walk away with my phone.
Now, the video shows Ponsetto trying to stop the teenager from leaving the hotel lobby and then rushing toward them. Hotel surveillance video shows the 22-year-old woman tackling Keon Jr. Now, he never had the phone. It turned up several minutes later at the hotel. New York City detectives went to California yesterday to coordinate Ponsetto's arrest in connection with the confrontation.
So look, this woman clearly attacks this boy because she thought he had her phone. Now, man, everybody knows iPhones are everywhere, man. Everybody's got them. They all look the same. They all, have the same kind of coloring, the same kind of shape. But she knew that boy took her phone. How so, miss? How so? Because you can't find yours? Because you were too negligent to keep up with yours? So you're just going to take any random persons, especially, well, not any random persons, but a random black person. They're going to be the ones who took your phone. Man, it's crazy.
She was contacted at a traffic stop in Ventura County near Los Angeles. Officials say that police had to pull her out of the car when she refused to get out.
And look, this is a problem in our culture today. Women feeling that they are above the law. They are above reproach. That they can't be the subject of an arrest. They cannot be held accountable for their inappropriate actions. And this is exactly what this woman is doing when she refused to get out of the car. Now, we already know how this could turn out if it's a black man, or any man for that matter, not complying with the commands of an officer. It could often result in your death. Typically, it doesn't happen to women because men don't perceive women as a threat. They perceive men as a threat. And we all know which men, most of all, are perceived as threats. Black men. But I digress. Let's get back to the video.
Now, in an exclusive interview, we had just done that interview yesterday afternoon. Her lawyer spoke with us before she was arrested. They told us that NYPD had not yet contacted them.
Mia, help me understand. What made you think that Keon had your phone? That's why I'm confused. Why did you think he had it?
I was approaching the people that had been exiting the hotel because in my mind, anybody exiting is probably the one that might be the one that is trying to steal my phone.
So she's lying right there. Basically, man, this woman says, okay, well, I'm making sure that anybody that's exiting the hotel, I'm trying to interrogate these people because they're the ones most likely to, be, leaving because they did something suspicious. But it just so happens that you picked this 14-year-old black boy, right? How many other people were in this hotel? Looks like a lot of people coming in and out of doors. And, I mean, of course, that's what people do in a hotel in the middle of New York City, right? Back to the video, man.
I admit, yes, I could have approached the situation differently or maybe not yelled at him like that and made him feel, maybe some sort of inferior way, making him feel as if I was, hurting his feelings because that's not my intention.
So, look, she basically says that she shouldn't have yelled at him. She shouldn't have said the things that she said to him. She could have handled it in a different way. But You didn't just yell at the boy. You didn't just yell at him. You attacked him, lady. You attacked him. And see, this is the problem. Reductionism, well, I wouldn't necessarily call it reductionism, but I would call it the minimizing. You know, the kind of explaining away of the harm that was caused. So you minimize and you deflect, and you don't hold yourself fully accountable for everything that you did. You only talk about yelling and accusing, but you don't talk about attacking, as if you're performing some sort of citizen arrest on this boy. Yeah, let's get back to it, man.
I consider myself to be super sweet. I really never ever meant for it to like hurt him or his father.
And another thing, she considers herself to be super sweet. And man, a whole bunch of women see themselves in this way. They think that they are nice little sugar and spice ladies. But often the objective reality is the direct opposite of what they consider themselves to be. A lot of these ladies are nasty, vicious, cantankerous, and violent. And they're not being held accountable for being that way. But in this instance, it was caught on camera. Everybody gets to see how she acted in this situation. And she is being held accountable. Thanks to this boy's father. Again, kudos to the father. Let's proceed.
Either.
Are you saying that you were stopping everybody in the lobby, asking them about your phone? Is that what you're saying?
Not everyone. Just the people that, in the meantime, while the hotel manager was checking the footage, I just wanted to do my part as best as I could.
You just described.
Come on, man. If she was going to be real and be honest, she basically is feeding into the stereotypes about black men or black boys or black males in general. Namely, that they're suspects. They're suspicious. So she zoomed in on that boy because he's black and he's the one that's most likely to have had taken her phone. Let's just be real about it, lady. Come on, Maya. Be real. Keep it 100. If he fit the profile of a thief or a criminal in your mind, that's why you did what you did. That's why you zoned in on him. Come on, let's just be honest about it. But, we can't get any honesty in this culture. Everybody wants to deflect and lie and obfuscate and engage in subterfuge. Man, we got to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real.
Describe yourself as super sweet. I know you've seen the video. When you look at the video, the reaction seems very extreme. It doesn't seem like it's someone who's super sweet.
How would you feel if you were alone in New York and, you're going to spend time with your family during the holidays and you lose the one thing that gets stolen from you that has all of the access to the only way that you're able to get back home?
I just don't think.
And then, look, that's the sympathy card. How would you feel if you were all alone in New York? First of all, you're not all alone in New York. You're surrounded by people, for one. And yeah, you're alone, but you're in a relatively safe environment, lady. You're inside of a hotel. You went from an Uber or a Lyft straight to a hotel. You really weren't in any danger at any time. You really weren't alone. And for the most part, she's just using this right now to try to play up sympathy, for being a woman. That's all she's doing right now. And we ain't buying what you're selling, lady.
I think I would randomly attack people, is what I'm saying to you. I know you said you could have handled it better, but I just don't think I would randomly attack people in the manner in which you did. What do you think when you look at that video? You're standing there in your leggings and your flip-flops, and it looks like you're just going nuts, for lack of a better word.
No, I'm not letting you walk away with my phone.
I don't feel that is who I am as a person. I don't feel like this one mistake does define me, but I do sincerely from the bottom of my heart apologize that if I made the son feel as if I assaulted him or if I hurt his feelings or the father's feelings.
I don't believe one.
Man, see, I apologize for making you feel. For making him feel like. See, that's not accountability right there. I apologize for making him feel a certain kind of way. No, you need to apologize for what you did, not for how you made him feel. You need to apologize for your immoral actions directed towards him. But this is just another way to shift responsibility and accountability away from oneself and to project it to the other person. Man, classic deflection.
Mistake defines anybody, but I think when I look at that particular video, you did more than just accuse him. The video seems to show that you physically attacked this young boy. You do see that too, right?
But at the end of the day, the dad did end up like slamming me to the ground and pulling my hair.
See, first of all, you attacked this man's 14-year-old son. You are a 22-year-old woman. You grown. That's a teenager. Just came into his teens. And we could talk about the relative strength between men and women, whatever the case may be. But you have no business putting your hands on his son. But you did put your hands on his son. So that man has every right, naturally, to defend his son. And to prevent you from causing harm to his son. Because you're a random Karen, is what you are. You're a random Karen. The kind of woman that could get a black man killed. Man.
And throwing me and dragging me across the ground. So I will say that.
Yeah, but I think, the video we saw, it looked like you had just attacked his son.
Yeah, the footage shows me attacking his son. Attacking him how? Yelling at him? Yes. Okay, I apologize. Can we move on?
And look, still not taking accountability. You got cameras, lady, showing that you attacked this boy. And you still will not admit it. And I understand, man, everybody's innocent until proven guilty in this country. But just keep it real. You got it on camera. You can't deny it. You can't lie your way out of it. But still, she's not holding herself accountable as she sits there with her attorney, who knows damn well that this woman attacked this boy. But, that's the world we live in.
You're saying I just want to apologize, but I do think that there should be some context to your actions that day.
Okay, so basically, I'm a 22-year-old girl.
She's a 22-year-old girl. Not a 22-year-old woman who's empowered, who's an adult. She's a girl. She's a girl. And that's the reason why she has that daddy hat on. So that she can appear to be daddy's little girl. That's the exact reason why she has that damn hat on. Everybody's trying to figure out what the hat is about. That's what the hat is about. To try to make herself appear to be daddy's little girl. And that she loves her daddy. Complete bullshit.
How is one girl accusing a guy about a phone a crime? Where is the context in that?
The crime ain't that you accuse the boy of taking your phone. The crime is that you basically attacked the boy and tried to, take his phone. You tried to take his stuff, lady. That was the crime. And then you put your hands on him because you thought he had your phone, which you shouldn't have thought in the first place, because if you wouldn't have been so negligent, you would have known where your phone was. But hey.
Miya,
what is the deeper
Miya, that's not the problem. You have to at least understand your actions that day. You seem to have attacked this little boy, this young boy, this teenager. You seem to have attacked this teenager about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone. That's the thing. I mean, you're saying, look, I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22.
Exactly.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone.
Now, you see how she gave it a hand? Enough. Enough. And this is the kind of, hubris, the kind of arrogance that all other races of people direct towards black people. So Gayle King is an established journalist. I don't agree with half the stuff that Gayle says. I'm just going to be honest. But on this one, it could have been a springboard for a deeper conversation about black male vulnerability. But you didn't get that. You didn't get, an explicit and direct conversation about race. explicit conversation about anti-black misandry. You didn't get any of that. And this is why it's necessary, I think, for black male scholars to actually be able to come in and to weigh in on these issues in the context of the national media. But right now we don't have any representatives because the prevailing narrative of discourse is centered around women being empowered and not focusing on or honing in on the ways in which black men are subjected to all kinds of injustices.